Hey family and friends, my name is Clarence Medina. I'm here to make this recipe for you. It is a rice pudding, sweet rice pudding with raisins, and I think you will enjoy it. It comes from generations of Mother Ferns and her grandmother and back before then. It will be ingredients of milk, cornstarch to thicken, 5 eggs separated into whites and yolks, which we'll show later, rice, it's a long rice, white rice, and a sugar, and the raisins. Also, we have a meringue. You will be using cinnamon and maybe a little nutmeg, vanilla extract, and lemon extract. I'm going to be washing the rice first of all. It's a cup and a half, by the way. And you just use your hand. You want a little starch out of it. You don't have to drain it all out. And you want water just to cover the bottom, as you will be cooking it. Okay, we're starting to boil over here. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Put it about medium low. And now we're going to make the starch while that is cooking, and we're going to be putting in about half a cup of milk. Doesn't have to be exact. Put in your starch. That's about a quarter of a cup. You can use a little bit more if you like. And first of all, you want to start off with a quarter. And you want to mix it into the milk, and the reason for this is so it doesn't turn lumpy when you put it into the warm milk. Okay, now we're testing the rice. We want to stir it every once in a while, make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom. You want plenty of water on the bottom, you don't want it dry. And it's just about done. You want it soft, but having a little texture. And you want to drain it, at least most of the water. It doesn't have to be completely out. Okay, your next ingredient is the milk. You want about a half a gallon. Turn up the heat. About a medium high. And you need to stir it every once in a while. You don't want it to burn, because milk will burn real easy. So you want to keep it on a medium once it starts heating up. We're going to start with our raisins. Okay, I'm going to put this on for medium heat. You want them to soften. And just leave them there for now. And I'm going to go over here to the rice pudding. You can see it's getting a little foamy on top. That's perfect. And we're ready to go. And now we're going to be putting in the sugar. This is about a cup and a half. And this is all taste, so I don't like my rice pudding real sweet, because you have raisins and other ingredients that will enhance it. And this is a starch mixture that we had with milk. We mixed the starch and got all the lumps out. And now you want to stir it vigorously as you pour it in. The milk will now start to thicken. You want to stir it more about every 2 to 3 minutes. You want to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom. The raisins are boiling about 2 minutes. It's time to turn them off. Just leave them. And now you're testing your rice pudding, starting to thicken. We're going to be putting the yolks in now and making my meringue. Okay, you're taking the yolks out from the white. Be careful not to let any of the yolk in the white or let it pop, because it will not fluff up. Okay, and the yolk we're putting in this little cup. All right, this is ready for beating, and we're going to do a little milk. About half a cup or so. And we're going to be putting the yolks in here. And the reason for this is so that the yolks don't turn to scrambled eggs once you put them in the rice pudding. You want to get them so they're melted into the milk. Okay. Grab a spoon here. You want to stir it as you're putting it in. Just stir it in slowly. And now we're going to go over here and make our meringue. Our meringue is nothing but the whites of the egg. And we're going to blend it on about a medium to high. Get it so it's stiff and has peaks. Okay, at this time, we're going to put a little bit of sugar. Need to sweeten it up just a little bit. And we're going to put in, about so. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, and you want to stir it in a little bit. At this time, I'm going to put in a little bit of, I'm going to use lemon extract on the meringue. And about a quarter of a teaspoon is a quarter teaspoon. Oh, this is a half, but I'm going to just use a half of that. And mix it up a little bit. Okay, it's been cooking for 20 minutes. We have about an hour total into this. And the consistency is, as you see, it's not a thick, but it will thicken once it starts cooling. We're going to add a little bit of cinnamon. about half a teaspoon into some milk. And stir it. This is so it doesn't turn to chunks when you put it into the rice pudding. And here we go. Just put it in. As you can see, the consistency is getting a lot thicker. At this time, I will turn it off. And now I'm going to add my lemon extract and vanilla extract. And you want to use a half a teaspoon of each. And mix it in. And you do this at the end. You do not do it during while it's cooking. It is important to do it at the end, otherwise the flavors will dissipate. We're now ready to put it into our bowl, our eating bowl. At this time, we're going to take our raisins that we heated up, and we're going to strain it. Now, my wife doesn't like raisins in her rice pudding, so what I do is I put it into the middle side. And now you don't want to mix it, you want to push it down so it doesn't go to the bottom. Okay, now we're going to put it on top, the meringue. And I'm going to put in a little bit of nutmeg on top. It's for color. And we're going to do the broil, but we're only going to put it in for maybe a minute. You want it just to brown, not cook, and this is only for color. We'll pull it out of there. You see the color. Golden brown. We are now wrapping this up. This is to respects of my mother, Fern Medina, and my aunt, Estrella. My mother used vanilla, and my aunt used lemon extract. And this is going to wrap it up, and thank you from South Carolina. Come and get it.